EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. That is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Well, it's defense for the Cowboys. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
2nd down and inches. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Texans at 3-11 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very... small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Prescott now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Cut 19. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And will be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They begin with a carry for Blue. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Shot. Crack all 80.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't. Scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun, Tompkins. He missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of... the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Through the middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the double.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle and mix it. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ready,
from the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Got his man down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throw left side to Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, Charger, 19. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Tompkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Get it. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For the extra point.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the building gets tough in here.
Caught left side, here's Dill. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tompkins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
On first down, it's Blue. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
They go again with Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Handoff, Blue running right.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Blue trying the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Tompkins. This pass complete to Higgins. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Cavity Lions. Come 19, come 19.
Looking to throw. Tompkins. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and
1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Cowboys. Ready.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Coogan, go!
Quick throw to Collins.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Second and 7.
Red! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah! They were going to 54. They were going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
26.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47. Kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
26.
On the give, this is Blue. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Dallas.
Blue going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 1.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Texans 5-yard line.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Final play of the half. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Come on, come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Go. Ready.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
3rd and 12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calm calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant. Offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up the first down. You got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, or even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Tompkins. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown!
Jaden Higgins from 3 yards out. And the Texans take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
173 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
29-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Hey, chill. What do you think?
Now Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Ready?
That's complete to Dell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw. Tompkins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready? Gravity Lion.
Looking to throw. Tompkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Prescott. And he is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They hand it off. It's Blue. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run with Blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Come on.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Go!
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The picked up by Savon Revel. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So for me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the draw, here's Blue. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
On
the carry, this is Blue. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Going for the knockout punch. He'll try and run.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. His counter.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Open man is Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st down. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though?